You wake up one day, groggily rubbing the sleep from your eyes. After a few moments, you become alert enough to reach for your phone. Time to catch up on all the messages, Instagram likes, and Facebook posts you missed overnight. But your phone isn't working. You have no service. This shouldn't be possible, especially since you recently switched from T-Mobile. Shrugging it off, you grab your laptop and open Firefox, your browser of choice. After all, Safari and Chrome are subpar. Strangely, Firefox also refuses to load. You check your laptop's connectivity, and sure enough, there's no service again. This is weird, you think to yourself as you throw on some pants and check your desktop, which also has no internet connection. Now teetering on the brink of a full-blown first-world panic, you head downstairs to confirm that your mom paid the internet bill. You find her in the kitchen, aimlessly mixing something. You can't quite see what it is because her back is turned, but you think you hear her. Groaning? Hesitantly, you call out to her. Suddenly, her body jerks as she turns around slowly, moving very stiffly. As she faces you, horror grips you. Her dead eyes stare blankly, and with a growl of brains, she lunges at you. You sprint outside, fleeing for your life, but the neighbors spot you and take off after you too. In seconds, you are being chased by a mob of zombified relatives and neighbors. Just as they close in, you turn the corner and hear a voice shout, "Get down!" Instinctively, you duck. In front of you, a military patrol in Humvees opens fire, 50 caliber machine guns tearing the zombies to shreds. Overhead, jets roar as 500-pound bombs drop across your former suburban neighborhood. Welcome to the zombie apocalypse. This scenario has been a staple of science fiction for decades, thrilling and terrifying generations. Yet for the United States military, the zombie apocalypse is no laughing matter. They have a plan to stop it dead in its tracks. Contingency Plan 8888. The military regularly forms think tanks to envision future conflicts or disasters and devise military and civil responses to address these threats. Over the years, American war planners have created strategies for everything from nuclear war with the Soviet Union to responding to a massive asteroid strike. Remarkably, the U.S. military even has contingency plans for an alien invasion. And that's no joke. Most of these plans are classified, outlining military options for various alien invasion scenarios. However, one plan is unclassified and has been public knowledge for years. Contingency Plan 8888. Originally, Plan 8888 was developed as a teaching tool for American military planners. It serves as a fun exercise that introduces new planners to the complexities of crafting realistic response plans for various contingencies. To avoid the risk of war plans being misconstrued by the public, the instructors behind Plan 888 chose a completely fictional scenario instead of realistic situations involving real nations. Since the military already has plausible contingency plans for alien invasions, zombies were deemed the best option for developing a practice war plan. Despite its origins as a teaching exercise, Plan 8888 is a credible and fully functional plan. If a zombie apocalypse were to occur, it would be ready to save the U.S. from extinction. So, what does Plan 8888 entail? First, the plan categorizes various types of zombies. 1. Pathogenic zombies, PZ, created when a host is infected by a virus, bacteria, or other contagion. 2. Radiation zombies, RZ, resulting from extreme exposure to electromagnetic or particle radiation. 3. Evil magic zombies, created by an evil occult force. 4. Space zombies, SZ, originating from outer space or created by extraterrestrial contamination of the Earth. 5. Weaponized zombies, WZ, developed in a lab as a military weapon, possibly deployed by a foreign adversary. 6. Symbiont-induced zombies, Cs, created when a symbiotic life form is introduced into a healthy host, controlling it like a puppet. 7. Vegetarian zombies, VZ. These zombies feed on plant life, posing a significant threat to food crops. 8. Chicken zombies, CZ. The only type of zombie that actually exists, formed when chickens are improperly euthanized and left in a pile, allowing a living chicken to crawl out and wander until organ failure sets in. Next, the plan discusses environmental effects on both zombies and surviving humans. Pathogenic zombies are vulnerable to ultraviolet light, which can impair the function of RNA, most viral life forms. Thus, they are expected to be inactive during bright, sunny conditions and more active at night. Evil magic, space, vegetarian, and weaponized zombies are believed to be immune to extreme weather phenomena, except for fires, floods, tornadoes, or tsunamis. For human survivors, the plan emphasizes rainwater conservation, as most public services will likely be out of commission. Groundwater or stream water is not recommended for drinking, as it could be a vector for infection. Humans who do not shelter in secure locations may risk infection from airborne pathogens. The plan outlines 5 phases of response to a zombie outbreak. Phase 0, shape the environment. Upon news of the dead rising or evil wizards creating zombie hordes, the U.S. military will monitor disease vectors and take precautionary measures to provide maximum warning time and strategic advantage. Phase 1, deterrence. This phase begins upon receipt of a warning order, WARN, from U.S. Strategic Command. In a typical war plan, this involves displays of military power to deter foreign adversaries. However, since zombies cannot be reasoned with, the focus shifts to preventing collaboration from terrorist groups, adversary nations, and unethical bioresearch companies. Phase 2, seize the initiative. This phase starts with an alert order from U.S. Strategic Command, recalling all military and reserve personnel and implementing continuity of operations plans to ensure military and civilian functions continue. Phase 3, dominance. A massive military response is initiated to eradicate zombie concentration swiftly, as even one survivor could reignite an outbreak. Major population centers may need to be blockaded while civilians are relocated. Phase 4, stabilization. At least 40 days after Phase 3 begins, military forces will conduct reconnaissance to assess the strength of remaining zombie forces and locate isolated pockets of survivors. Phase 5, normalization. Military forces will assist in reestablishing civil authority, repairing infrastructure, and restoring essential services. Complan 8888 aims to prepare the U.S. military to stop a zombie apocalypse in its tracks, detailing the actions local forces must take to ensure survival and continued resistance against the undead. However, it does highlight some strategic limitations, such as the absence of a dedicated counter-zombie task force and the challenge of ensuring a zombie is truly neutralized. Military forces are advised to incinerate all bodies thoroughly. The plan also notes the difficulty of maintaining airborne command posts beyond a week, as airfields supporting tankers would likely be overrun quickly. Many ground-based command and control facilities are not fortified to withstand a zombie onslaught, prompting recommendations for stockpiling materials and training personnel to secure facilities. Finally, the plan warns of the lack of scientific data to counter a zombie threat, suggesting that war planners may need to turn to popular media for inspiration. Among the various zombie types, evil magic zombies are deemed the most challenging to defeat, as they are animated by supernatural forces. The plan even proposes recruiting the Chaplain Corps to combat this threat. Do you think any plan could effectively stop a zombie apocalypse? What type of zombie would you fear the most? Let us know in the comments. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more great content before the zombies eat all our brains.